Right then folks, Wednesday night's little video going out. Britain's detailed conversion of a German World War trooper from the Wehrmacht, made into a World War One trooper, soldier. And just to show, he's got grenades, he's got the pickle harbour on, backpack. This was made from a broken Britain's detail World War II figure. Cut down the gas mask canister because they were shorter in the First World War, and the World War II ones, especially on the detail ones, were a little bit longer. The backpack came from the French Foreign Legion set from Details, Britain's Detail. The grenade came from a World War II Britain's Detail German figure, and the little spike on the helmet came from the spear of a Saracen knight spear thrower. So I'm just going to show you a few little things. I made the helmet. Basically, if I show you this figure, this was a busted figure. I had a busted lug and a missing arm and everything, so I'll use this for other parts in other jobs, other conversions. I cut down the gas mask canister because they were a shortened version in World War One. And then the helmet, initially, obviously this figure is the same figure as this one. And you can see the contrast and the difference there. Obviously the same pose and everything, but you can see the slight differences. So what I did is I cut the helmet down at the sides. Obviously I trimmed it up a bit better than this one. This was a bit of an experiment. I did it on a broken busted figure that I've used for other conversions. So I cut the sides off, and like I said, I created the peak from the spike from the Britain's Detail spear. That's the little bit there. I cut off the spike bit and cut it down to create the spike on the pickle harbour, as they call it. I haven't pronounced that correctly. Pickle harb helmet, which was used in the beginning of World War One. And the grenades, the stick grenades, I think were this particular version, was brought in 1915. I think they did have other grenades similar to it, and I'm not sure if the helmet was used up into that. And they did number the helmets. Obviously this is the first one I've done of this, so I've called it 01, painted on the front. So that's the figure it came from. Britain's Detail broken figure, same as that. The helmet I cut down and obviously used with a spear point. And the backpack came from the French Foreign Legion backpack. I've got a few of these knocking about because I've started to do a few of these, I think about a year ago, but I never got round to working out what the helmet was going to be. So I've got about 10 of these knocking about in a box that I'm going to make another 10. Obviously firing rifles and various other positions. But yeah, you can see on the French Foreign Legion backpack, which is Britain's Detail, you've got the water canister and the ammo bag. And then you get a lot of these that are broken. So I thought they suited well to go onto the backpack, like that. And then just gave, instead of the light blue, I mixed up a grey and a black to make a darker grey for the uniform, because in the First World War they had like a grey uniform and darker grey, and then the uniform obviously changed a bit. So yeah, there's the figure complete. I've got a little bit of touching up paint to do on the grenade, and then repaint the boot there where I've got a bit of glue where I've based it down, because as you can see only one lug on it, so the other lug was broken, so I thought I'd use that on there. I could have redone it and done it as the British Detail original figure like this, but I like to use the broken figures to experiment with. So yeah, and they did have a case for the grenades, so I thought I'd leave the case in his hand to carry the grenades. But yeah, so hopefully you like this, and next video will be on Sunday. So yeah, leave some, if you want to leave any comments in the comment section if I pronounce things wrong.